you guys for coming today. And I just want to talk a little bit about our activities that we're holding every week. So on Mondays, we usually have this spiritual Q&A. So you can come with any kind of questions that you have or any challenges that you have in your life. And we can have a discussion of um, getting some insights on how to, what's another way of looking at this problem or challenge. And on Tuesdays, we continue to have this Hypno-Channeling live stream. And on Wednesdays, we have a group hypnosis session. So that will be from 5:30 to 6:45, and you can join either online or in person. And on Saturdays, we have another live stream about spiritual talks. So we will be having conversations and discussions about some common challenges that people face. And you're welcome to drop any questions that you have in the live stream chat box. Because if you're interested in learning about quantum hypnosis, Harry is also offering this course to help you get started and really have this experience of hypnotizing and role playing to help you become a hypnosis practitioner. And yes, you can find a lot of this information on our website, which is dropped in the link below in the description box below. And I think that's it. Now, do you want to start?
Yeah. So today we're going to channel with Jessica, and she today just for some reason we both cannot really be visible. My camera has there's something that is error, and so next week we will be able to show our faces and also Jessica's faces. So now I like Jessica to relax, and we're going to channel things related to open contact of 2026. Yeah, Jessica, you're ready?
Yeah, ready.
Okay, so I'd like you to relax your shoulders, your arms, your elbows, your wrists, and all the way to your fingers. There's nothing for you to think about or worry about. You are here and now. With each breath, you are going deeper and deeper, feeling so peaceful and so relaxed. And when I say blue duck, blue duck, you go to the deepest and ready to be channeled through. With each breath, you are going deeper and deeper. And so now I like to invite a person in maybe May or June 2026 when you heard a voice about going to Times Square in New York City. And so your energy, whatever you are experiencing, you can describe your whatever you see or feel. So when I count to 3, you'll be able to talk through this body of Jessica. 1 coming through this body, 2 almost here, and play. Hi.
Hi.
If you can, let me know your name.
I go by Joshua.
Joshua. Very good. And so let me know what time is this? Which month is this?
It's currently May
Okay. May
10:32 a.m.
Say one more time.
10:32 a.m.
AM.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, I'm not sure I heard you. What time again?
This is May 15th, 10:32 a.m.
Oh, 10:32 a.m. Okay, very good. So if you can tell me what's happening there.
I was working at my office and then I suddenly received a text message saying that there's something going on in Times Square.
Okay. What your text message says?
Don't go anywhere else, stay where you are. There is a live stream happening at Times Square.
Uh-huh. Okay. And so you left your office?
I was going to until I read the text message.
So you're still in your office?
Yes, I'm still in the office.
So where is your office?
Midtown on 28th Street.
And west side?
In the middle.
Okay. So tell me what you can see now?
There is a live stream.
Where?
Somewhere in the 40th Street.
Okay. How do you know if you're on 28th Street?
Because the live stream, the title says Midtown, and it seems like it's around Times Square.
Uh-huh. So you can see from your phone.
You can see from my desktop.
So you did not, how does it turn your desktop to that, but it just shows, it just pops up.
It's on every single channel.
Are we talking about YouTube?
This is on every single news channel.
Oh, okay. Okay. And tell me more.
Trump is there giving a speech.
Okay. Who is making the speech?
Trump.
Uh-huh. Let me know what he says.
He's introducing 5. I cannot. The live stream is not showing the entire set of people.
Uh-huh. So you can see
There's about 5 to 7 grays standing behind Trump.
behind him.
Yeah.
And how tall are they?
Cannot see very well because the angle of the camera does not show straight on.
Right? Yeah. But can you see those grays well?
Yes.
So
They
they're.
seem very surreal.
Mm-hmm. And they have uniform or just kind of naked?
They're just kind of naked.
Okay. And yeah.
They don't move a lot.
Okay. And so they are, let's say, much shorter than Trump?
Not much shorter.
Oh. So they are.
But shorter.
They're like a 5, maybe 5 feet, 5 something.
Cannot see very clearly from the angle of the live stream.
Okay. So what Trump is saying?
He's introducing them as new members of our galactic family. He talks about us joining a federation.
Uh-huh. So we are joining?
That's what he's saying.
Uh-huh. And what else? What else he's saying?
He's telling people, do not fret. This is not a hoax.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so many people screaming in the background. It's not very easy to hear what he's saying.
They're screaming because they're excited or because they're shocked?
It's a mix.
Uh-huh. So Times Square is full of
But we're also very shocked.
Right.
We also see spaceships hovering above the sky.
Okay.
In the sky, there's around 3 of them.
What's the shape of the spaceship?
It's your usual disc shape.
Mm-hmm. Like a disc?
Yes.
And how big are they?
These are not very big. They're only fitting 1 to 2
Oh.
entity.
So they're coming to us or they're just hovering?
Hovering.
Uh-huh. And so the Grays, they're not saying anything yet.
They cannot talk.
Okay. So how can we understand what
They have a device that translates. There's a device we've never seen before.
describe?
And they hold it. It's shaped a little long, like a long cylinder, and they hold it with their right hand.
Yeah. And then how can we understand the message?
They send the telepathical message, and then through the device, there's an AI voice that starts to translate what they are saying.
So can you translate? Can you just repeat?
Members of Earth, we have finally shown our faces to society.
Mm-hmm.
We have been watching you for over thousands of decades. And we believe right now is the correct time to show up.
Mm-hmm.
We are not here to save you or to destroy the planet. We are showing up because the time is right and it's time for you to know the truth of your galactic lineage. And then he talks about things we don't understand.
Yeah, like
I don't understand much.
Yeah, so I understand that you might not understand what he's saying, but what is the concept?
He is giving us a brief demonstration of the real history of Earth.
How can we understand that?
A lot of people do not understand.
So they are showing us some, let's say, projections?
Yes.
Okay. It's in the air?
It's in the air.
So it's like a hologram?
Yes.
So what can you see? I know it might be hard to understand. What do you see?
We are very shocked to learn that our ancestors are not actually primal apes, but aliens.
I see.
And that our DNA have been modified by several sources.
Okay. Anything else?
And that some humans are actually aware of this, but most of us are not.
And so this, let's say, our history has been shown in a short period of time, like in a couple minutes.
Because they are sending us a telepathical message, and they are sending vibrations and energy that is awakening us.
So what does that feel like?
It feels very peaceful and calm. And there's an innate knowingness of what is going on, despite some confusion and some fear that is arising. It's like we are remembering who we are.
So now the people in Times Square who were screaming, so they calm down? Or they're really...
Some of them are still talking very loudly.
Can you hear what they're saying?
There's a woman saying she has to call her mom and dad.
And?
To talk about this.
Oh.
It seems like she cannot take it.
Anyone is crying?
Yes, a lot of people are crying.
You don't know why they're crying.
They seem to be very calm and shedding tears of relief.
I see. How you feel about this?
I don't know how to explain.
So this is very shocking to you.
I'm still processing.
So you're still in the office?
Yes.
And do you can you see your other coworkers?
For some reason, the office is a little empty today. There's only a few of us here, and we're all in shock. There's not much communication going on because we really need to process everything.
What do you do? What kind of business do you do?
I'm a software engineer.
I see. And what Trump does not say anything more than this?
He has left.
Oh. Do you know where he went?
No.
So
I missed the part where he left.
Who missed?
I was so in shock that I missed the part where he left on the live stream. I was not watching.
I see. So what else that people are going to know?
The Greys are giving us an outline of, seems to be a rollout plan of the changes that they will help us implement in society.
Okay.
And because of their technology, a lot of us are able to shift our consciousness to Times Square. So we can physically be at home or at our office, but our consciousness is floating at Times Square watching them.
Can you explain this part? What does that mean for you to say that your consciousness is floating there?
I am physically sitting in my chair. However, I can visually see and feel what's going on at that location.
So you
It's
don't.
like I'm in two different worlds at the moment.
So you no longer need to look at the screen.
No.
So, yeah, you feel you just adopted this ability.
No, it's because of the technology that the Greys have.
Uh-huh.
They are, in a way, this is their form of telepathical communication as well.
Okay. So you are in the office, but also you are in Times Square.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, what else you can understand that they are trying to let us know, the Greys?
Everything is very shocking at the moment. The changes are way too far.
So do you see some type of stage? Are they on?
Yes.
Yeah. And why there's a stage? Is
Because there needs to be an elevated area in order for people to see them correctly.
uh-huh. I see. So on the stage, you only see those Greys, no one else.
There are some other looking aliens there.
Oh, a different look? Aliens?
They are blue.
So the shape of their body is different from the Greys?
Yes, they look more human,
Uh-huh.
but they don't look very human, and they are wearing long cloaks.
Oh.
And a lot of their physical body is glowing blue light.
So how many are those?
There's maybe a couple of them.
And do they introduce themselves?
They say they are related to Earth.
What's the name of the species?
I'm hearing Arcturians and Pleiadians.
Oh. Yeah. And are they talking about anything else?
They're sending a lot of vibrations of love and peace that a lot of us are no longer panicking.
So how do you feel?
We feel comforted just by their presence.
Oh, so you don't see the energy from them, but you can feel the energy.
A lot of it is feeling, yes. We're no longer perceiving just through the human five senses that we know of, but it's a different type of feeling that a lot of us are opening up to.
And yeah, so you can feel other people are feeling the same way.
Yes.
So do people know what to do next?
I'm not saying that.
So
I don't see that.
Just
It seems like there's one alien that is saying, focus on the present moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know there are going to be some, hybrid children. And do you sense that?
Not yet.
So this is in the morning, right?
Yes.
Anything else you can let me know about this place? Or-
That's all it seems like they're allowing me to say.
Ah, so you have a sense that what you can tell me.
Because they're not giving me more.
Ah, I see. And so what is that? What does that feel like? Like there's no more information coming up.
Yes.
Mm.
And I can visually see one of those aliens telling me,
Okay.
this is it.
Okay.
You're doing, they cannot allow us to know more, as that will change the trajectory of things.
I see. I see. So, okay, very good. And yeah, I learned a lot from what you are telling me today. And I don't know you, but I'm glad you came through. And I think this a person as Joshua might not know any of this, but this person will know at that time.
It seems like I used to be one of them.
Oh, the grays?
No, the other ones.
Which one?
The blue.
Oh,
The blue aliens.
Is Octorians or Pleiadians?
That I do not know.
Yeah, but you feel that's the case?
Yes.
And so do you remember more?
That I promised to be an anchor of energy here on Earth, so that when they come here at this very moment, it will be easier to find. And that the people, most people, would already be more used to the energy, their vibration, because I have been existing on Earth for 32 years already.
Okay.
As an anchor of their energy.
What are you going to be doing from that moment?
I'm not sure. I'm not seeing anything more.
Yeah, maybe you're just not allowed to know yet.
That is the sense that I'm getting. A lot of this is we're not allowed to know yet.
And very good. I know I could ask for your last name, but I'm not gonna do it this time. I don't want to cause any discomfort for this person. But I appreciate your coming through, and I wish you good luck, and maybe we will, be able to have a telepathic communication at that time. Yeah, anything that you want to know before I let you go?
I can not ask anymore. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And now I like to invite the energy. It can be. Let me think. I like to have Cretan's energy to come through this body if you're available today. But if not, the appropriate energy can do so. And I just have some more questions regarding this event or after the event. So when I count to 3, you will come through. 1, 2, and 3. Who I'm speaking with?
Hi, it's Cretan.
Very good. Before I talk to you, before I ask you anything, I just want to let everyone know he's one of the Greys, and then we used to work together before this life in the spaceship. So it's always nice speaking with you, and I'm so excited. And anything you want to let me know in this moment?
No.
I can ask you more questions regarding this. Let's say.
It depends on the
Okay.
question.
Okay, fine. I know that. I heard many times. So what? I know I asked this, but because I did a hypnosis session yesterday and I find out something new that I did not know. So what I'll be doing at that time, let's say when this happens.
I'm not getting a sense.
Nothing you can tell me?
Question is too broad.
I see. Okay. So let's say this is the question. What kind of percentage we're talking about the people will experience the open contact reality?
Well, the number is never set in stone.
But
I can only answer currently the current energy.
right.
Right now, currently, it's 73% of people on your current Earth.
Oh, 73. Okay.
Yes. You know, the answer is never, there is no correct or right answer. It will change every time you ask.
I see. So what is the difference between the smaller grays and the bigger gray, like you?
A lot of it also depends and relates to the type of task that we're doing. The smaller grays, they have to travel a lot more in space, thus having a smaller body is a lot more efficient.
I see.
A lot of the larger grays, like me, we spend a lot of the times in the spaceship, and we do not really need to travel through different dimensions and such as frequent as they do. So, they just have different tasks.
Yeah.
We observe more than they do.
I see. That makes sense. So the other day when I was in ayahuasca journey, I saw the grays. They were showing me the city and the buildings, and I think that's another version of Earth. And
that is one of the versions of Earth.
So what's the purpose for them to show me that?
Because in a way, they were reflecting back to you what you wanted to see.
And I felt the technology is it's not something that we can even understand.
Because it's also a couple of 100 years in advance. It's not, you're not looking at Earth in 2025.
I see.
So that would make a lot more sense that it's a lot more advanced as more time has passed.
Okay, so I understand that. So now I have a different question. I'm not going to say the person's full name, but I think you might understand that there's a person, first name start from E as Eddie. So it seems like he's a seventh generation hybrid.
Again?
A person on Earth. He is seventh generation hybrid. But I don't understand how the seventh generation can be on Earth right now.
We do not sense that he is a seventh generation.
Okay.
Maybe a fourth or a fifth, but not a seventh.
Right. Right, because I was thinking if it's seventh, that's from the future.
And he would have to look vastly different.
Not like human.
Seventh generation are not completely physical.
Oh,
And their vibration does not match that of the current Earth that you are on. It's just a mismatch of different types of things, including frequency and vibration.
I see.
If he were to be seventh, then they would have to really project his consciousness into a human body.
I see. So that's not really possible right now.
It's not that it's not possible, it's just not the most energetically aligned way for things to happen. It's not the most natural way for things to proceed.
I see.
If that makes any sense.
So he can be the fourth or fifth.
Yes.
So what's the difference between fourth and fifth?
Different task.
But they all look like human.
They're not too much different from each other, to be honest.
So do they?
They do carry a different frequency.
So the fifth, let's say, is more advanced.
More advanced in the way that their energy level is higher, meaning lighter, because in a way they have less physical needs.
Less what?
Physical needs.
So they don't eat.
Such as food, water,
right? Sleep. So
because it's very easy for them to shift to a different dimension of existence.
I see. So is that possible for this person? Let's say if this person is a fourth or fifth, he is not aware of this. That's possible.
If he chooses to be, and if that serves his purpose the best, yes.
But he still will, complete his task.
He still will realize that there's something different about himself.
So he's, let's say, his body, let's say even fourth generation, their body structure inside is totally different.
You can't say it's totally different.
It's similar. It can be.
Yes.
But it's not the same.
I know what kind of question you are asking. However, how do I explain this? It's not in the way that we are comparing physical body to physical body, as they are a lot more in tune with a non-physical and a higher dimension. So that kind of energetic law overtakes anything physical. So in a sense, they can have the same body, but the same physical laws that applies to most humans do not apply to them.
I'm not sure if I'm getting this.
Because they are more in tune to a different density, a different vibration. They might have the same physical body, however, because of their attunement to higher frequencies, a lot of the physical laws will not apply to them, such as illnesses.
Right. I see. So, but they can have a different organs or a different shape.
They can have the same shape, however, it doesn't function the same way.
So, in a way, it's more enhanced body.
That is a word that is trying to compare, but there is no comparison here. Do you understand where I'm trying to get at?
Yeah, so we have several or few people like that on Earth, or
yes, but most of them do not function as regular human beings. Most of them are aware of who they really are and the tasks that they are trying to carry out.
So they are not kind of interacting.
Yes, they're not really integrated members of society in the way that they have family, they have certain things that they do.
I see. But the person who chose not to remember might act as human.
Yes.
I see. That makes sense. Yeah. So after open contact, our telepathic communication skill become much more enhanced.
You can't say in a sense it's enhanced, but you can also say in a sense that it was always there. We're just more in tune with it.
So it's always there, but we're not tapping into that. We're not using that this ability.
Yes, exactly.
But we don't even know how to.
You don't need to know how to, just allow it to naturally flow to you when you need it.
So let's say when I'm like going within, and when someone asks me questions, and I can kind of go to that state, but that is a channeling state to connect with, let's say, my higher self. But at the same,
a lot of the times, telepathical messages do not need any effort or process to tune into. It should come naturally, even as your own thoughts. Telepathy isn't about receiving messages. It's about being in alignment, in the same frequency as a person or persons you are trying to communicate with. So that original thought that you both had in the first place would be the same message. It's not that you have to be, in a way, trying to tap into what they are trying to say.
I understand the concept, but I still don't understand the way how it works. So say one more time.
What about it is not registering?
That we need to just, how to say, for me to understand what that person is thinking, I just need to be at that person's frequency.
Yes, but once you are already receiving telepathical messages, what they are thinking would be the same as what you are thinking. So there would be no process of trying to figure out or understand what they're thinking.
I got that. I got this part. So it becomes my own thoughts.
Because you are sharing the same thought.
Right. So
it's not your own thought, it's the thought that is shared.
Right. So, but how can I know it's not my own thoughts?
Because when you have telepathical communication, you will think the same thing and do the same thing. In a way, it's a lot of what you people say as a synchronicity.
Right.
Or your thoughts are syncing.
Right. So sometimes, let's say when I'm talking with someone and we are started talking about the same thing. That.
Yes, that.
Okay. So the money part. And so
humans are so obsessed with money.
Yeah, we like the green paper.
There's nothing to worry about in terms of energy, in terms of what the standard for measures of abundance will be.
So the people have a lot of money. What they can do with that?
There will be no answers for this. As the answer will just throw you, your audience, into more confusion.
I see. But
everything is playing out the way it's supposed to be. Just go along your path.
Yeah, this is more for the people who, right, they cannot imagine that kind of a society. So I heard earlier this person who I made him channel through Jessica's body, said, so the Grace has been preparing for thousands of years about this. About
We
the-
have been watching over, yes, for thousands of years,
and-
unable to intervene.
Right. But we're talking about this version of Earth.
Yes.
And yeah, so the abduction, they are, I think they're happening only the past maybe 100 years.
People
So,
call it abduction, but it's a two-way street.
meaning?
Their soul had agreed to it already. There's no abduction.
But why?
We did not take them against their will.
I know that. So, but why some people remember, like have that kind of experience, but some people don't remember at all?
Because it would serve a certain purpose in their life.
But they also can be traumatized. Why that's necessary?
If they wish to experience that, that is their choice and free will. We respect that fully.
I see. Tina, feel free to interrupt at any time. Yes, that makes sense.
Essentially, when you ask questions about the future, there is no right answer. The answer can change any time.
Yeah, that's not something that we fully understand.
But that's something you must fully, in a way.
So,
yes.
So there's, like our reality is the one that we shift to by our thoughts and our actions.
By your feelings.
But let's say the feelings can be filtered by our thoughts.
Feelings come first. The thoughts and the actions come after.
So if the feeling is filtered by the beliefs and we have negative emotion.
Because feelings are in a way beliefs. There's a lot of words for essentially the same concept and same mechanisms.
So you are saying that our feelings or our beliefs will make us shift to a certain reality.
Yes, yes, yes.
And we always can shift it back, shift to different reality at any time.
That really depends on how fast this person is willing to shift from a totally different vibration frequency to another one. Usually we do not see a huge shift happening moment to moment. It's usually a sense of continuation.
But it's possible.
Yes.
Let's say I just say to myself, I'm not going, this belief does not serve me, and I'm going to believe something else. I'm going to...
Yes. However, when the shift is that large, that person usually does not remember, because there's no need for them to remember the change.
Interesting.
Because this person you are at the moment is the person you were always.
Right. So let's say... Okay.
So when you ask a question about who you were before, in a way that is essentially not very useful, because they don't remember, because they don't need to.
But okay, let's say if I don't remember because I shifted, but the other person, let's say my friend or relative, they might remember.
If it is necessary for you to realize how much you have changed, then you will experience a version of them that will point it out to you. However, in most cases, when you have shift, you also shift to versions where
they don't
the
remember
others
either.
around you reflect that. Yes.
Okay, but let's say...
So in a way, there's no such thing as history.
I see. This is not a very easy concept for a lot of people. But let's say if something I did in the past, and I say to my sister, let's say, I said, I don't remember that. And she said, how can you not remember? You did that. And that can be the case, what you just said.
What do you mean by that?
So that I shifted, and I don't need to remember that, but this for my sister to still be able to be in that reality that she can tell me that I did something that I don't remember is necessary for me to remember this. That's why this happened this way.
Yes, because they're always reflecting to you.
Right. So it's still for me, it's not for her.
Because you're experiencing that version of her.
Right. That's what I.
For you, yes.
Right.
So it's not really about her, it's about you.
Right. This is something that I understand more and more lately. We talk about this. I talk about this with Tina, and it's. I feel this. If this is something that we can really understand at the deeper level, then we will not, like, how to say. Most people will not experience like depression, trauma, anxiety. Do you?
Well,
Yeah.
in a way, depression, trauma, anxiety is so ingrained in the collective.
So what?
It's a collective agreement in a way, because the collective has agreed that this is an existing and valid concept.
Interesting. Okay. But let's say we can also say collectively that we have learned and we can move on to different experience.
Yes.
I see.
It's possible.
Okay. And I never heard you talk about this, and I'm glad.
Have you ever asked me about this?
No. For some reason, I was not sure if you can talk about this. I feel this is.
We don't have the filter of physical reality on Earth that you guys do.
So for some reason, I feel this is not something that you're good at talking about it. It's very good that I just want to confirm about what I understand, because this is important for us to know, right? To know the truth of our reality, which is where.
But truth sometimes can be so subjective as well.
It's my truth, right?
Because everything is your reflection.
Right. So let's say,
because what you believe will be reflected to you.
Okay, so this question. So let's say if I see a war, right, on Earth, and so this, if you say, okay, everything is a reflection of how I feel about, right, myself, this is also the case.
Well, there's also, again, collective agreements.
Right.
There's a collective agreement with you and everyone else to have this physical experience, and because of this collective agreement, generally larger events will manifest in the physical realities of many, many people.
Right.
But so it's up to you whether you want to give your energy into this event or not.
Right. Okay. So this is not because I, have certain things inside of me that I don't have, true relationship with. So this is just a collective, soul agreement.
Yes, because you're not experiencing this war firsthand, are you?
Oh, you're right. But the people who are in those countries that can be, besides the soul contract, it is also the relationship that is reflecting how they feel about themselves.
It can be about what they agree to experience in this lifetime.
Say one more time.
It's more about, if it's something as big as, let's say, a war, that's usually what they have agreed to experience in this lifetime. It's in their blueprint.
I see. Okay, very good. And I really appreciate what you talk about today. It's something that usually I don't ask you. And I'm so glad that I like to talk, ask you more questions in the future as well. And I'm sure you will not say no.
Right. Just keep in mind that a lot of the questions, the more general that they are, the more that it can be applied to the general. in the sense that the more detailed questions may or may not be filtered through an individual's personal experience
I see.
and understanding of things.
Right.
Which is not, I'm not saying it's wrong to share.
Right.
We should be sharing our perspectives to see what resonates with each other.
Right. Yeah, because people like to hear stories.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we connect with one another more. So thank you for doing this as well.
Of course. And that's all I like to do. And also with the effort of Jessica's body. So thank you again, Creetown.
Well, she has made a soul agreement to be a channel.
Ah.
So which type of channel is completely up to her.
Wow. See, I did not know that. That's very good.
Well, I can feel it once I'm in her body.
Oh. I see. Very good. See, that's why we're doing this. So thank you again, Creetown. And I will speak with you in the near future. And now, I like to have Jessica to come back. And when I count to 3, 1, you're coming back very nicely. 2, almost here. And 3. And coming back, feeling wonderful all over again. Welcome back. Good job. And do you remember?
Yeah, I'm back. Remember, I have, I don't know.
What?
Yes and no? I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, but if I tell you, right, what do we talk about, you kind of can't remember.
I think it's like this every time. Once you talk about it, now I remember that. But if you tell me to tell you what happened, I don't think I can give you
Right. And then I feel Creetown. How do you feel about his energy?
It's a lot higher than the first person.
You cannot compare a gray with...
Oh, sorry. I'm comparing.
The first person is just a human.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel, well, he's very good. I mean, I feel he can talk about certain things that I did not expect. And we learned that you have one soul contract is to be a channel.
I just learned that today too.
Yeah, that's great.